Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon, everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Could you please switch on your camera so that we can see each other at the beginning of our class today? Okay, I see Dianti there. Chandra Ayu. Marwanto. Farhan. Hey Yuma. So you are done with your internet connection problem?
Yeah.
Great then. So welcome back to our class. Shiva and Regita. Shiva, Fadila, Regita, Rafi, Tasha, Khansa, Riri, Balaputra. Santi, are you there? Andiska, Kenny, Olivia. Olivia, are you there? Olivia? Oh, right. Okay, I'll see you there. Balaputra, Dewa, Sirisa, hey, Keshi.
Oh, wait, sir.
All right.
I'm not ready.
Take your time, no problem. Lola, and who's this? Harry, Fatima, Balaputra is there. Okay, then. Okay, today I've got the list of your pairs. There are 12 pairs altogether. Is that all? Are we gonna have other pairs? 402. There are 12 pairs. So today I would expect the first 6 pairs to see me after this class, to see me in video calling. Let me call the names. The first pair, Dianti and Andiska. Andiska, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the second, Flute and Khansa. Flute, are you there, Flute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where are you? Are you in the second? Let me. How to see all of you? This is already gallery view, full screen. Let's see. Okay. Then I have Balaputra and Kusmarwanto, the third. Then Rugita. Yes, and yeah, Rugita and Olivia, are you there? Rugita?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then Kashi and Yuma. And the last pair for today to see me in the video, WhatsApp video calling is Kenny Lewis and Ahmad Rafi. Kenny, where are you?
Yes,
Kenny
sir.
and Lewis?
Yes, sir.
Where are you? Lewis. Are you in the second room? Second one? There you are.
Maybe yes.
Okay, I see you there. Okay then.
Okay.
All right. So I wish I could see all of the pairs, but I don't think we can spend the whole pairs to see me after the class. So perhaps only 6, the first 6, and the next 6 pairs. I mean the 7 until 12. Let me read the 7. The 7th will be next week. Farhan and Leah. Leah, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Tasha, Santi. Santi, where are you there? Are you there, Santi?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then Firsa and Riri. Riri, are you there? Are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I see you there. Jihan and Lola. Yes, Chandra and Shiva and Rana and Fitri. Okay. Is that all? Do we have any other pairs? You think? Keshi, is that all? Farhan?
I think that's all, sir.
Okay. So you are 24 participants then, 24 members of the class. All right then. So well, I think we are done with the pairs, and today we're gonna start with our today topic. Today's topic has something to do with using the telephone, things which are quite familiar to all of us. How to make a call and receive the calls, And if perhaps if you can't see, or you can't talk, or you can't speak with the person you want to speak to, you might want to leave a message. Or perhaps if you are receiving the call, you might want to ask somebody to leave a message, or you can take a message. So I mean, basically we're gonna do things related to calling, or using the phone, using the telephone. But of course the context here is not only daily calling. I mean, we might want to do more which is related to the office, to the business settings. And of course, calling, making calls, or receiving calls are not something which are unfamiliar to all of us. I think all of us had made calls and received calls. Okay, now say for example, here we had Yuma, which is in Japan. If say for example you want to make calls, you want to call Yuma. As you know, there is a difference between the timing zone between Jakarta and Japan. How long is the gap? I mean, between Jakarta and Japan, Yuma?
Are you talking about the time, right?
Yeah, the time. Like this time, it's 1:15 in Jakarta, or 1:20 in Jakarta. So what's the time there?
It's 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3:16.
Oh, okay. So 2 hours, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
the gaps is like 2 hours then. Okay. That's not a big deal. I mean, the gap of time is not really long. But say for example, if you are calling somebody who is, I don't know, like in say for example, I don't know, America. Anyone's familiar with the gap of time between America and Jakarta? Anyone familiar? I'm not familiar.
It's 11:17 p.m. in Los Angeles right now.
Come again? 11?
11:17 p.m. in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. 11:17. So meaning 10 hours? 10 hours gap, huh?
Yes,
10 hours. So
And
this is a big problem. So I mean, if you are calling somebody who is in United States, in Canada, or in anywhere else where the gap of time is quite long, then you need to really consider this time. Because this is a problem. If, say for example, like if you are calling somebody right now in United States, for example, here is 1 o'clock and over there it's like 11 o'clock, and then you are calling him or calling her assuming that now is like afternoon, but I mean somewhere else like at night. That would be a big problem. So we need to really consider this time zone, the difference in timing. In relation to this, let me share screen over here. It has something to do with Yuma, I think. Perhaps this is somebody in Japan, in Tokyo, and somebody in New York. So who is calling, you think? Somebody in New York or in Tokyo? Do you see on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's a cartoon. It's not a serious picture. It's just a cartoon. So who do you think is calling? Somebody in New York or in Tokyo?
Probably in New York.
New York.
Yeah, you see, like in New York, what time it is? What time is it?
11.
At 11.
11.
Okay.
11.
11 in the morning. Okay, I think in the morning, right? This is the
Yeah.
sun shining very brightly over there, and perhaps the person who is calling from New York thinking that in Japan is just, you know, perhaps also morning, or if not just afternoon, you know. But you know, in Tokyo at the time, what time is it?
2 a.m.
2
In the
a.m.
morning.
Yeah, this is too early in the morning, you see, and see, like the Japanese guy is just like yawning after waking up from the sleep, and see somebody in United States laughing because it's still in the morning, and the guy in Tokyo, you know, it's like, so this is the problem. So first you need to consider if you are calling somebody who is in another country. Perhaps if we call Yuma, there won't be any problem because it's just 2 hours gap. Okay, at least we can. I mean, the gap of time is not too long. It's not too obvious. So if you are calling Yuma like this time, you know, here is 1 o'clock, and in Japan it's just 3 o'clock. I mean, it won't be any problem. But this situation is a big problem. Please make sure this won't happen when you are making a calls. Okay, you're gonna listen to somebody telling about what to do and what not to do when you are preparing for a calls. So the situation here is you are working in the office, and you are responsible for, say, for example, receiving calls or making calls. So what you have to prepare, what you have to do, and what you have to pay attention. Okay, let me share screen and pay attention to these items over here. Do not try to guess what the other person will say. Think about your objectives from the call. If someone calls and you're not ready for them, ask them to call back. Desk preparation, prepare everything, check recent correspondence, have your desk calendar on your hand, and you know, just tick any of these items which the person in the audio file explaining. Try to check which one is being told by someone in the recording. All right, let me have a new share over here. Let me share sound. There you go.
Conscious, really. It's a subconscious preparation. But there are more conscious things, too.
Module 2, using the telephone.
Is it clear enough? The audio?
Yes,
Very
sir.
clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me continue, okay? So you try to pay attention to what she's explaining, and after that we go back to our choices of items available on the other screen.
Unit 3, Part 1, Exercise 2, page 24. Listen to Claire Macy suggesting ways to prepare for telephone calls. Check off the suggestions she makes.
Well, if I'm making a call, prediction is one thing. I have to try to guess what the other person might say or ask.
So what is the first thing that she said? Can you get the point? Can you get her point? The first point? Or shall I repeat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me repeat
Yes,
then.
sir.
Okay, the first one.
Please repeat.
Check off the suggestions she makes.
Well, if I'm making a call, prediction is one thing. I have to try to guess what the other person might say, or
What is that?
She makes a prediction what the callers say to her.
Yeah, and we might want to predict. So we need to prepare what's the other person, what the caller would ask, what he's gonna, or what she or he gonna speak or ask or tell us. So we need to use prediction. Try to predict what's gonna be the topic of the talking or the speaking. So you need to predict. Let me reference again.
I have to try to guess what the other person might say or ask. I think a lot of it is subconscious, really. It's a subconscious preparation. But there are more conscious things, too. Like getting together any information I need, having the right file nearby, my calendar, notepaper, a pen, and also I might need some particular stuff on the computer screen. All that, what you call desk preparation, is important.
So what is the next one? You need to prepare.
Does she say she might say to ask for anything like getting together information?
All right. Okay. So checking all the information that you might need. Okay. So what else?
Prepare the desk preparation, like
Yeah.
calendar and
Desk preparation. Okay. And she mentions things like desk preparation. You have to prepare everything on your table. You know, like pen, papers, anything you need to prepare so that you are well prepared when you are receiving a calls or making a calls.
Then in addition, there's specific things like checking recent correspondence, knowing exactly what's going on, knowing what we ought to be doing, so understanding the situation or the relationship.
Okay, what is the next? What do you have to check? Let me reference again, okay?
Checking recent correspondence. In addition, there's specific things like checking recent correspondence.
Checking?
Correspondence.
All right, okay. Check any letters. Of course, we don't use letters anymore this time. Perhaps you want to check the emails, you know, your business emails, you know, check if there is any incoming emails about any appointments, or you know, just to check everything you need to check from your emails, or perhaps Facebooks, or any media that people might use to inform you anything.
Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing what we ought to be doing, so understanding the situation or the relationship. Then finally, I would say that part of the preparation needs to be, if you're making the call, you have to think about your objectives, what you want from the call, what you may need to ask.
So if you want to make a call, so what you need to make sure, what you need to know?
Know the situation.
Know the situation. Okay, then if you are making a calls,
Needs to be, if you're making the call,
okay,
you have to say that part of the preparation needs to be, if you're making the call.
Okay, if you're making the calls, if you want to call somebody and you want to make calls, so what you need to prepare?
You have to think about your objectives, what you want from the call, what you may need to ask.
Okay, so what you need to make sure?
question.
Objective.
The objective, the purpose of your calls. You need to make sure if you are calling somebody for what purpose. You need to make sure on that. Don't call without any object. But I think it's not almost impossible if you make calls and you don't have any purpose. I think it's quite, I don't know. I think if you are making calls, we must have had some, you know, some objectives, some purposes. I think they were like that.
Or need to say. All that should be clear in your mind. So, in conclusion, I'd stress that it's terrible if you're not prepared.
It is what? It is terrible if you're what?
Not prepared.
Not prepared.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, preparation, I think, is always a must. Not only in making speech or, you know, a presentation, even in making calls, you need to well prepared. And not only making calls, if you are expecting calls from somebody, you know, of course, the situation, the settings is a business settings. You are in the office or you are working in any institution. You know, you are somebody who is responsible to receive calls. Also, you need to get prepared. I mean, because it's terrible if you are not well prepared, even if we're just receiving calls, because the problems will be there. You will be somebody who is you don't know what to say, and you missed some information. Perhaps you got mistakes in, you know, in telling about the information. That's terrible, and terrible for you, and terrible for the institution that you are working with. You know? So preparation is a must. Well, so let's go back to our. Stop here. Okay. So if you're here, hold on. Hold on for a while. So what do you think of the first one? Let me put the numbers here. Number 1. Do not try to guess what the other person will say. Is that what she's saying? Number 1?
No, sir.
No? No or yes?
Oh, wait.
Do not try to guess what the other person will say.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Not try to guess.
Should not try to guess.
This is do not.
Oh,
Do not. We should try to guess, sir.
Yeah, we
So-
should try to guess, right? I mean, so this is not in
Yes.
our not in the not on the list. So number 2. Number 2. Think about your objectives from the call. Any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we need
Yes.
to. Okay, you got that one. Right. If someone calls and you're not ready for them, ask them to call back later. Is that what she said?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If someone
should be
calls,
Because preparation is a must.
okay, well, great. I think so. If someone calls and you are not ready for them, ask them to call back later. Did she say that in the audio? Did you still remember anything? She said something like that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
she didn't say that, but of course, if you are in the situation, perhaps I think the most honest thing to do is, yes, I would rather say to the person who is calling me, and excuse me, I'm sorry, I think I missed your papers, or I missed your emails. I haven't read your emails. Could you please, you know, call me back later, say like in 30 minutes. I think that would be honest, I think, right? What do you think? I think it's good to say that, rather than, oh, okay, are you somebody who is calling me on this problem, on this topic, and you don't know anything? You just you put yourself in problems. Okay, this one is okay, but the person in the audio, she didn't tell us this point. Okay, so it is not in our I think it is not in our. But desk preparation.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Definitely.
We got
Yes.
clear. How about
Yes.
checking recent correspondence, knowing the
Yes,
situation?
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Have your desk calendar on hand
Yes.
so you can make appointments. Yes.
Yes.
Okay then. Oh, we've got. Let's say, for example, now we are trying to see the situation. Different people have different objectives in a telephone call. What do you think are the objectives of the people in the situation below? I mean, what he's supposed to do? A purchasing manager who has received an incomplete delivery. You are a manager. You are buying something, you know, from company or from shops, say for example, but the delivery, the package or the things inside the package is not complete. So what you're gonna what's your plan?
Complain.
Complain or what? Okay, complain. What else? What do you complain?
Complaining about incomplete delivery.
Okay, all right. Okay. Tell the supplier that yes, it's incomplete. You might want to arrange to get the rest of the delivery sent as soon as possible. Okay, because that's your right. You have bought it, you have purchased that, but I mean the things are not there in the package. So of course you can just ask, can you please send the rest of the things as soon as possible? Or perhaps you want to complain about the poor service. I think it's okay if you want to complain. All right. Another situation. A computer operator with a software problem calling a software helpline. You have installed a software in your computer, but it doesn't work very well. So you want to you know, you want to call the computer the software helpline. What you're gonna say? Okay, you might want to talk to someone who can solve the problem. Okay, and you describe the problem. The problem is, say for example, the software doesn't work very well. A sales representative for a furniture manufacturer making the first call to you can learn this one by yourself. It is on the not really until okay. Receiving calls. There you go. We are in the receiving calls. Look at the cartoon as you listen to the recording. You're going to listen to another recording after this. Say what the problem is and how problems like this can be avoided. Can you imagine the problems from the cartoon?
Someone is yelling at him.
Yelling, yeah. That's my first impression. When I see the cartoon, I would say, oh, somebody is complaining and yelling to him, but it is not. It turns out, I mean, the cartoon is not really good, giving us a good picture. Anyway, let me share another screen then. Yeah, the audio files. Yeah, here. Hold on.
Unit 3, Part 2, Exercise 1, page 25. Look at the cartoon as you listen to the recording. What is the problem here, and how could it be avoided?
Can you hear the audio?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I thought you're not listening. Okay, let me repeat once again. Okay.
Yes, the
Unit 3, Part 2,
Okay.
Exercise 1, page 25. Look at the cartoon as you listen to the recording. What is the problem here, and how could it be avoided?
Mr. Who? Oh, yes, about the what was it? Oh, yes, the contract. You want to know what I think? Did you write to me last week? It was you, wasn't it? Or was it that other company in Geneva?
Well, I don't know if you can catch what's happening there. If you can see the situation, what do you think is happening there?
He's confused.
He's
And I'm
confused. Exactly. It's like, he just like, his mind is not there. It's just, I think he would be thinking something else. He was busy with something else, and suddenly he got a calls, and terribly he picked up the calls, and he's still trying to know everything, to know things is okay. I know what you are talking, but he doesn't know what somebody is talking about, and still he is like, is it you? Somebody? Is it you? And he is not sure. He is confused. So what did you suggest to do if you were in that situation? Say, for example, you are busy doing something else in your office or in your place, for example. You are busy doing that thing, and suddenly you got a calls, and that calls you are not sure about. The person is talking about, say, for example, an appointment or an email he sent, but you haven't checked the emails. You forgot. You just don't know anything about that. So what do you suggest to do if you were in that situation? Rikita, you want to say something? Any suggestion? He is confused, right? Is that right?
Yes, he is confused.
Yes, confused because he got mixed up. His mind is mixed up with so many things, with so many jobs, perhaps, But still, he picked up the phone and he is pretending that anything is okay. I know what you are saying. And what do you suggest for him to do in that situation, rather than, are you somebody? Are you guessing? But it is not right. The guessing is not correct. So what?
Ask the caller.
Yeah.
About the assignments or.
Okay. You ask the caller to make sure.
Yes, to make sure.
Okay, that's good. I think it's a good suggestion. What else do you think?
Saying sorry. So, I'm in the middle of works. Then close the phone. I mean,
just sorry, I'm very busy. Close the phone.
Yeah. At least he doesn't pretend. I mean.
Yeah. I know your point. I think that we might want to do that, but of course not. I'm very busy. Okay, can you? Yeah, I have to. I have to to stop the phone, and I have to do my things. Of course, it's not that direct. You need to say, I'm really sorry, and I thank you for calling me, but I'm still in the middle of in the middle of my works, and I need to check the details of perhaps your points or your appointments or your proposals or your anything, your letter, your emails, and could you please call me back, for example, an hour later? Okay, I think that would be. Do you have any other suggestion?
Check his desk, maybe.
Check his desk? What do you mean check his desk?
I mean, like, he should have the paper, paperwork.
Oh, you mean the person, the check? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I think if you can handle that, it will be okay. But just to not to make things become worse, and you are like somebody who doesn't know anything in front of somebody who is calling. So perhaps I think you might want to say sorry and apologize, and then either you ask him to call back, or perhaps if you know his phone number, you can just call him back. I think it would be good, Farhan. What do you think?
It would be better.
Yeah,
Of
I
course
think it will be better because just to compensate for him, he just call us, and then for the next time, I think let me just call you. I think just
just call him first. After,
all right. Yeah, I think that will be okay. That's the thing that we need to do, and the thing is that if you are receiving calls that you don't expect to call, that's a have you ever been in that situation? You say, for example, somebody somebody you know for a long time, and say, for example, you had some problem with him or with her a long time ago, and suddenly he's calling you. What's your feeling?
Confused.
You know somebody who was very close to you, perhaps because of some problems. You didn't see him or see her for quite a long time, and suddenly he called you and you got your name. Oh man, you are panicked, and that's the situation that we're not supposed to be having. So you need to be very concerned with that, not to be panicked when somebody is calling you. And if you think I think I wouldn't be able to talk to him or to her, then just apologize. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Or I'm really sorry, but I think just say something, just not to talk any further with him or with her. Rather than just yes, but you don't know what's going on. That's the problem. So just be honest. Be honest with some strategies. Not be honest and then, excuse me, so I don't want to talk to you. Can you just close your phone? No, it's not like that. You know what you have to do, right? And the thing, not to be panicked. Say, for example, suddenly I sometimes I made a sudden call to some of you. I call Farhan. I call I call so many of you. Just and I got the alhamdulillah, so far I think many of you trying to accept my calls, because I call her, I call him in English, he was like surprised and yes. So in that situation, if you think, oh man, sorry sir, I'm not comfortable speaking English, to just say that. Rather than just yes sir, yes sir. Oh, come on man, just say yes sir. You got the point?
Yes.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Right. Let's continue with the next one. Okay, so let me. Okay. This is the same, huh? I think it's the same. We are done with this. Okay. Now we have. Do you see on the screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can see, sir.
What do you think it is?
It's a phone memo.
Yeah, it's a form. Okay, it's a phone memo. Okay, it is written here. I didn't read this one. Oh, you read this one, huh? Okay, it's a phone memo. Okay, now that there is the date over here. Okay, if say, for example, you are the person who is in charge of receiving calls from anyone else in your office, perhaps, or I don't know where it is. So you need to write the date over here and the time if there's somebody's call. Okay, the area code of the calling, number of the phone, and the extension if possible. And then two, what are you gonna write here? To what?
It depends on the caller.
Yeah, to, I mean to somebody, okay?
Somebody.
Okay, somebody in your office, of course, okay? You write somebody in your office. I mean, the person is going to call or speak to whom, you write here. How about from?
The caller.
The caller's name, okay? From the caller's name. And of?
The company name.
All right, so
The
you
caller's
can,
company.
yeah, the company, the caller's company name or institution, perhaps, university, perhaps, you know. And then here, what are you gonna write here?
The caller's message to the
Okay.
Points.
Yeah, points or messages. Okay, perhaps. Okay. If there is no message, yeah, then
No.
make it empty. So and you can go to the next, either to phone or to call back. Okay. Return the call, wants to see you or will call you again, and okay, was in, and this is all you need to check over here. Just do the checklist. Or perhaps do you have any message? No, I don't have a message. So what should I do? I mean, just tell him or her to call me back. If she's something like that, so you have to say call back here. Okay, you do like call back, for example, just like that. Okay, let me play another audio and try to fill in the forms based on the audio that you're gonna listen after this. Okay, are you ready? So you need to write number 1, to whom. Number 2, from where, from whom, the callers, and is there any institution where she or he's from? What's the message? And is there any other action you need to inform to somebody whom he needs to call? Okay, do you have any message, any information for him? Okay, so this is number 5 here. So you need to fill up 5 items or 5 things from the audio file that you're going to listen after this. Let me share another one. Share another one that is here. Okay.
Unit 3, Part 3, Exercise 1, page 26. Calls A and B. Listen to the recordings and complete the information on the message pads. Call A.
Hello, Media Publishing. Good morning.
Oh, hello. My name's Gerda Hoeneß from Frankfurt. I'd like to speak to Mr. Stefan Pavlov, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Pavlov isn't here at the moment. Could I have your name again, please?
Yes, Gerda Hoeneß. That's Gerda, Gerda, and Hoeneß spelled Hoeness.
Yes, Miss Hoeneß from Frankfurt?
That's right. Could you ask him to call me when he has a moment?
Yes, I'll ask him to do that. Does he have your number?
Yes, I think so. But in any case, it's 4969754522.
I'll repeat that. 4969754522.
Correct.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Mr. Pavlov will call you later today.
Oh, that's very good. Many thanks.
Do you still remember who's the caller? The caller's name? I think it's quite the name is not.
Gerda.
Gerda.
Gerda Hoeneß, okay. And she wants to talk to whom?
Mr. Pavlov.
Mr. Pavlov.
Mr. Pavlov.
Okay. Where is she from? Of any company?
Frankfurt.
No, she doesn't say about company, but she says she's from Frankfurt.
Okay, she's from. Where is it? Frankfurt. The city. Do you know that?
Germany.
Germany, yeah. Who's saying that? Who's saying Germany?
Me, sir.
Who's that?
Me, sir. Can
Okay, okay. Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't see you on the screen. Okay, right. Okay, so what's the message?
Please call back today.
No message. Okay. She didn't say any message. Well, the message is yes. The message is call him back. Okay. I mean, she wants him to call her back. Is that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
It's very clear. Okay. Do we have another one? Let me continue.
Call B.
Hello, Harrison Company. How can I help you?
Hi, Michael Horgan here from Bayless in Miami. Is Marie Jean-Georges there?
I beg your pardon? Who would you like to speak to?
Marie Jean-Georges? Is she there?
Who's calling, please?
Michael Horgan.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Jean-Georges has already left the office today. Shall I ask her to call you tomorrow?
No, that's okay. I'll send her a fax.
Oh, okay. That'll be fine. Do you have her number?
Yeah, no problem. I'll fax her. Bye.
Bye.
So okay. Before comparing between the first speaker and the first caller and the second caller, for the second one, who's calling? You still remember
Michael Horgan.
Michael Horgan.
Okay, Michael Horgan. Okay, from which institution?
Not institution, but Bayless from Miami.
It's from a company. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any particular message?
No.
No message.
No message.
It will send fax to him.
Sender fax.
Well, sending fax. I think it must have been a long time ago. People are still sending fax. I don't think so. Do you think at this moment people are still sending fax?
Yes.
Sure. I've never seen people. I have never seen people sending fax.
Use fax.
Come again?
I once used a fax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think not many people are using fax this time. I think. Farhan, do you see somebody using fax?
No, never.
Have you ever seen a fax machine?
No, never.
It's nowhere to be seen right now, huh? But did anyone see how fax machines working?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah.
there's telephone in that.
First, the fax machine would ringing just like the phone ring, and then after that, you press enter and the paper will come out of the machine, right? Slowly, something like that. So it's a fax machine. But it's no longer. I think not many people are using a fax anymore. Okay, so that's the. Let me share screen again. Go back to. Okay, so we go. See this one. This is the answers. if you see, let me go back. Okay, so this is the first one, Mr. Pavlov, and from Gerda Hunes. If you have already downloaded the PowerPoint, you would see the answers over there. Okay, did you see the answers from the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, okay, I should have not given that. Okay, the second one. So the second one is from Michael Horgan from okay, Miami. No message, just with the facts. Okay, so we are almost at the end of our discussion today. So this is the chart that telling us what we should do when we are calling somebody. Okay, first, of course, you need to introduce yourself, right? Then the persons over there would say good morning, and then you ask that you want to speak to somebody, names over there, or perhaps the person there would say that he's not in, Okay, ask when you can contact him. Explain, perhaps he is out of town. You can follow all this one, and you might want to have. And this is the our today's conversation. Do you think this script is a bit long?
Probably, sir.
Is it long enough? Not really, okay. Good morning. This is you can of course you can change all this one into your own company perhaps. Good morning. Darma Persada University. You are from Darma Persada University. Good morning, Darma Persada University. Hello, my name's. You mentioned your names over there. Could I speak to? You can change by somebody else over here. I'm sorry, but Mr. Bad is not in. It's not in over here. Okay. Let's try this one. Oh. Shall we start from the beginning? Let's start from the beginning then, okay? Good morning, Darma Persada University. Can anyone try to say that?
Good morning, Darma Persada University.
Okay, and then somebody else, the caller would say, "Hello, my name's." You mention your name from Jakarta. From Jakarta. Say your name from Jakarta. Could I speak to Mr. Conrad? Okay, Mr. Conrad. Oh, do you have any names to change here, Mr. Who?
Mr. Bambang aja.
Mr. Bambang. Okay. Hello, my name's. You mentioned your name. Could I speak to Mr. Bambang? Could I speak to Mr. Bambang? Could I speak to Mr. Bambang? I'm sorry, but Mr. Bambang is you link the sound. Bambang is not in at the moment. Mr. Bambang is not in at the moment. Not in at the moment. I'm sorry, Mr. Bambang is not in at the moment. I see. What do you think when do you think I could contact him? When do you think I could contact him? Well, at the moment he's away. He's away. Would you like to leave a message? To leave a message. Okay. Yes, perhaps you would ask Mr. Bambang to call me. My name's. Mention your name. This is your phone number. Okay, this is your phone number. Oh, you might want to what do you call it? Delete this, for example. Just go directly to. Oh yes, sorry, I've got that. Or this one also you can just delete. You go directly. Thank you. I look forward to hearing from Mr. Bambang. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thanks for calling. Bye for now. Okay, let's try to do from the first then. Okay, almost 2 o'clock, huh? Oh, okay, then I think so. We are running out of time. It's already 2 o'clock right now. So let me just share the audio file then for that particular audio file. This one, I guess.
Unit 3, Part 3, Exercise 1, page 27. Calls C and D. Listen to the recordings and complete the information on the message pads. Call C.
Sorry, I think this one.
Unit 3, Part 5, Exercises 1 and 2, page 30. Listen to Walter Barry calling a Canadian manufacturer. Unit 3, Part 5, Exercise 3, page 31. Listen to the sales manager of a tools manufacturer calling a car components company.
Sorry, I couldn't find the file for this, but it is there in the, I have already shared to all of you in the portal web. So you might to download the audio file over there. It must be somewhere there, okay? Well, I think because we are 2-5 right now, I'm expecting to see the 7 pairs, 7 or 6, 6 pairs, huh? The first pair, second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth and the sixth after this. I think I would consider that we are done for this moment. Not too much exercise of speaking during this time, okay? But you're gonna see me in the video calling then. So let me check your names again, just to make sure that you are getting ready for the video call. So Dianti, Andiska, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Andiska. Oh, Andiska is there, okay. And Flute and Kanza?
Yes, sir.
You're there, okay. So you are number 2, the second one. And then Balaputra, Kusmarwanto?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are number 3, number 4, Regita and Olivia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Olivia is over there. And number 5, Kashi and Yuma? Yuma, are you still with us?
Yes.
Are you ready with the, you are number 5 today?
Yes.
Okay then. Okay, and the last for today, I think Kenny and Rafi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
I would consider that we are done with our class today. Yes. Is there any questions so far?
Probably not, sir.
No, sir.
I think we are running out of
No,
time.
sir.
So very sorry. I think today you don't have enough time for practicing speaking. You know, you're gonna do that after this in a while then. So I think that's all for today for all of you, and I would see the first 6 pairs to see me in WhatsApp video calling then after this. So please call me. The first pair. The first pair is, who is the first pair again? Dianti and Andiska, okay?
Okay.
You call me after this. That's all for today. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next
Thank you,
Tuesday then,
sir.
okay?
Thank you,
Assalamualaikum and very good
sir.
afternoon,
Sir,
everyone.
thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Thank you,
wabarakatuh.
sir. Waalaikumsalam.